Make sure y'all get everybody come through, come through, come through. Greetings, greetings, all my dreamers and dreamettes. It's your boy Mickey Fenty, aka Mickey Made It. If you're new to this channel, you know what to do to this channel. Make sure you guys subscribe right now, okay? And like and share this video. We got a lot of things to talk about this morning. Happy you guys are here. Let's spread that good energy, that healing energy out there for all those people out there that need it, all the victims that's just been going through trauma and all these crazy things that we see on the daily, every day. So we're going to break it down. We're going to take it from the top all the way to the bottom. So you guys just get in here. Make sure you like it when you jump in the room. It's just like, wiping your feet or taking your shoes off before you enter the house. Just drop a like over there, okay? Just drop a like. That's all I need is a like. All I need is a like. Okay, I've been seeing a lot of things going down in the hip hop community, in the black culture. Everything seems like it has a hold on each other, and everything is connected in some kind of way. This morning, before we jump into it, I want to give a shout out to all the people out there putting out good content, good vibes, and just trying to connect with the people that support them and the people that's with the good energy. That's what we're trying to gather here. Even though we see all this craziness going on in the world, we're gathering in good energy. Okay? That's what it's all about. Okay. One of the biggest things that I've seen is a big problem nowadays. People thinking that family can be separated, divided, and chopped in these little pieces, and then it can work and function all over the place. It can't. I'm seeing more people just. It's the baby mama crisis in these times. I was watching a documentary, and in this doc, it was explaining how 72% of Black Americans in these times, and it might be the percentage might even be higher, are born out of wedlock. And I'm just thinking to myself, with all the violence and everything that's going on, we see every day, people dying and people getting shot, people fighting, fussing and fighting. Not only is outside not safe, the people that's doing these crimes, their households are not safe either. And when you just think about that, you start to realize that a lot of people are coming from dysfunctional families. And you guys check it out. Check this out. Before I even jump in it, y'all see I got the Dreams Club hoodie on today. Just keeping it. And I got the Dr. Dreams hoodie back there. But people are coming from dysfunctional families and expect to go out in society and try to put on this mask like there's something like they're not. And when a problem occurs, they don't know how to handle it. I told you, I know you see what's going on with the gatherings and people just getting into shootouts, and it's because the alcohol, the liquor, everything mixed into this is set for you to destruct. Everything, every single thing we're seeing in these times, the things that people champion and celebrate are the same things that's pulling them down and putting them in the grave. So I was just wanted to, and like I said, man, in these times, most of these crimes I'm seeing, gun related, sexual abuse. Speaking of sexual abuse, I see people now. I see and hear more about the academics and just the whole situation of what's been going on. And you hear a lot of people saying, "This is one thing I don't like to hear, and this is one thing you guys got to watch out for." But it's just civil. What do you mean it's just civil? We trying to. It's not about the time or whatever his punishment or whatever that may be. Don't y'all see what's happening? People taking advantage of people, and girls are being raped on a it's like every month more stories, more stories. And that's not to say who did it or who didn't do it. But don't you see the patterns of what's going on? In these times, everything that enhances your mind is taking control of these people. Whatever lifestyle they started with is not that lifestyle they end up with. Take a look at how people are treating other people in these times. Everybody wants to go to war and fight each other. None of this stuff is worth it. All of these things make the whole culture as a whole look crazy. And back to the baby mama crisis. It's not, don't think that you could just raise it just because some people came up. I came up in a single family household, but I had a lot of structure in my household. I came up in one of those households where my family lived here when I was a kid. My aunt, my grandfather, my brother, mother. So we had other things in place. But now I'm seeing it's like, oh, it's okay to just be a single mom. Oh, it's okay just to be a baby daddy. No, it's not okay. Because what people don't understand, out of the whole baby daddy, baby mama thing, you know who gets hurt? The kid. It ain't about you. It's about the kid. It's about when the kid goes out into society and sees that they're coming from a dysfunctional home. How could they carry out with their lives and beat somebody if they can't even do it at home and see what's real? Because you're separating. A lot of people right now is fronting with this whole relationship stuff. A relationship is more serious than people are putting it. People are putting it like a relationship is just a walk in the park when you have a kid. No, it's not. A lot of families are broken. A lot of relationships are not what we see on social media. Social media has a depiction of relationships being, no fighting, no fussing, and only celebration. So it has the youth and people looking to build relationships, looking at relationships one way when it's not. I told you from the jump, relationships wasn't about money. And you see these people every single day, or even some grown, ignorant, married folks talking about it's, oh no, but you need money, this and that. Look, listen. The reason why you looking like that is because of celebrities. You're looking up to celebrities. Meanwhile, every other day a celebrity, you see one day the celebrity's married, the next day they divorced. Look at Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. Look at them. Now, it's no disrespect to them, but at the end of the day, you have to start to realize, like, wait, hold on. It's not only just the celebrities, it's the whole lifestyle. I can't find love within this lifestyle. That's the trick in it. Anything within that lifestyle is going to push you in a way of living a single life, looking like it's going to be prosperous. They don't show you the family and all the hurt on the kids and stuff. All they're gonna show you is just the prosperity of it, the money. They throw the thing that you think it's about in your face. Meanwhile, when those doors close in that mansion, it is empty in there, you guys. Those little houses that you thought that you wanted to leave, and they have more love in it than those big mansions could even hold. It takes a lot, yes, to find somebody you can gel with, but the only reason why it's harder in these times for relationships is because you have to realize that the person that you might be looking at might be blinded by social media. It might be the right person for you, but they might be just going by these today's social media rules and how things are supposed to be, and now you might have lost out on your soulmate just because you don't know how to break into that part of their heart to get to where you gotta go. Sometimes, relationships, love, all this stuff, it takes work. Just like you starting a business, it takes work. It's nothing easy. I see a lot of people just having sex, and it's cool at a certain point. But when you get a grown man, you got to make sure the person you having sex with, in case you guys have a baby or something, that you're gonna be together. It's not boom bam, thank you ma'am. It's boom bam, thank you ma'am. I'll be back with some child support, and lives get ruined in between this time. You can't see ahead. You can't get ahead of yourself after you and the person you thought you would be with for years are fighting. Because how are you gonna get ahead if you have to put on this facade for social media? You got to do so much things just to try to hold your life together. It don't even feel like it's worth it. That bill is not even worth it. You got to think about this a lot. In hip hop, they're gonna push, the baby mamas. You see a lot of people like, Nick Cannon got a lot of kids, this and that. But we don't see how he meets his kids, reaches his kids. We only see on celebrations Christmas, you see maybe him together with a few of them and are taking pictures together, but you don't see their daily lives and what those kids go through. It's not just about seeing the celebrity, what those kids go through. It's sad out there when you see celebrities and their kids are just off. Their kids are just off out of their mind is on something that you're like, wow, I thought you would be better than that or more than that, want to be better than where I am. Or they're just zoned out because of the sadness of these drugs out here, pilled out. It's like it's making no sense. Reality TV gave the black culture one depiction of a dysfunctional black family and they sold it to the world. They sold you the black wifey that's loud all the time, hands on the hips, swinging, waving, wilding out on her man. They showed you the guy that's he's being championed for his cheating. He's being championed because he's out there, he's doing his thing and he's coming back and he's being championed. So that's how a family is supposed to look. And now when the kids and the youth look at that now, they see the father out there in the club, he's sneaking home, mom fighting. See the mother, just always screaming all the time. Oh, and when they go out there looking for love, they don't even know how love looks because they're coming from a dysfunctional family. And that's the only thing the reality shows. Whenever you try to put like a family that maybe could resonate with the real black families out there, it seems like they put like a cover over it. They like black families are supposed to be single family homes, and no, that's not something that's going to be beneficial to the kid or to the future of that relationship. The more times get harder and the more prices go up, no matter how much money you have, you're going to have a problem doing everything on your own, especially if you have kids. I see more chicks that they when they get pregnant they break up with their guy. Now they're looking for another guy. What? First of all, you have to look for a stable environment where you can raise the kid. That's the first thing you do. Because if you don't have that, then the guy will be all in your kid's face. It's like what you don't. You have to keep a bond of trust around. I think a lot of these relationships we see, it's not really. They're not. The kids are not really. Not saying that the kids are not loved, but they're not born out of love. They're just born out of a bottle of Hennessy or something. After the club get up. And then when the kid gets old, you have to do some kind of explanation at what you're not and what you didn't do without trying to, go around the truth. You're roller skating around the truth. It makes no sense out here. The whole baby mama, baby daddy, and everybody's all cool with it. It's not cool. Even if I came up in a single family home, I'm telling you, for everybody that came up in a single family home, we know there is something missing in it. You can't find that outside of the home. If you had good examples of it, maybe depicted on the screen, but looking for the television and movies to do what you should learn on your own is just too much. They can't even get past the violence on movies. Every movie got to be violent now. Check it out. So these are things you have to learn on your own. Like, you know what? I'm gonna look for the families that I think that I would want to raise. Like kind of like you're looking for a house. Like how would I want to raise a family? Would I want to be a single family, single? And the more you look for that, that's when you find the type of people that respect that. Because a lot of people right now, they're not respecting relationships. It's all about the quick sex and the no problems. I'll see you in a week. That's not a real connection. You can't be connected to your lover and he's out there flirting with other people and he doesn't want to be around you. This and that. He only wants to come around for certain time. That is a that's not love. That's just like a desire, a temptation. See, the difference between what females and what some males don't understand is some people, they don't want to love you. They just want to own you. They just want you to be in their presence when they want you in their presence. It's not a relationship with them. People that get into relationships usually have relationships with little things around. They might have a relationship with just their mother, or they might have a relationship with a pet. They might just have, you see these little things, that the qualities that they have in themselves that say, you know what, I think this person will go the distance, will go longevity. But you see the people they have things they're doing and they don't get it accomplished and they can't get to it. They say F it and do this, do that. Those are the people they probably not gonna, the relationship thing is probably not gonna last too long. You can't fool around with love. See, love keeps you home at night. Love, you're not gonna have as much fun, or it's not gonna look as much fun as the single life and what people are doing. But if you don't recognize that and you want to be a part of that, why the hell you're not in love? You're not in love. The most selfish people swear they know about love. Just being with somebody over time and time again and just years doesn't mean you could be with somebody for 15, 30 years. It doesn't mean that you guys, it maybe one time you loved each other, but that doesn't mean that you're in love. To keep that spark, to keep that fire, it takes a whole lot. And it takes the truth. It takes from in here, not the stuff that you buy. People get it so confused. I hear the biggest argument I hear about relationships today, tell me if I'm lying or not, is the first stages of you sitting down to eat food. Who's gonna how much food she order? What the hell are y'all talking about? The food? Y'all talking about relationships, about relationship is way more than food. The reason why I think the reason why food and relationships go so good together is because conversational, you sitting down and food is just, it's just always, it makes people vulnerable, makes people talk, but that there is other things, and in these times it looks like people, they want to see how much you got when they sit down and eat. Oh, he bought everything, so he must be. That's not. You're not looking for love. You're looking for a sugar daddy or something. Too many sugar daddies. Now now you got diabetes. You're messing with too many damn people, and and ladies, on social media, everybody's seeing everything. So if you mess with this guy, you mess with this guy, this guy, this guy. Now they got a whole timeline of guys that you mess with, and they're gonna put it all together. It's not like a female could just go out there and start dating a whole bunch of people. You gotta have more respect for yourself. If you see in this industry and in this lifestyle that you dating and it didn't work out for you, try something else. Don't let these people. The reason why you hear a lot of people say, "Oh no, I don't see celebrities dating regular people." No, celebrities dating regular people will probably have a longer time in a relationship because as a celebrity, as that lifestyle that they're living, it's so fast, it's so quick that they're on this plane for tomorrow, and there's no connection. So of course, a relationship in that life will probably last a year or two, the most 3 years. It probably if anything past that, they're not gonna let us see what's going on. Some of these people hate each other behind the door. When the door is closed, some people hate each other from just people doing each other wrong. So people are looking up to the wrong things on social media. They're looking up to these relationships and it's making the black culture look like all we have is just one type of relationship. No, that's not how it works. There's many households in the black culture that the female takes the lead in that household. It's not always what people think. It's like people are sit here and just give like depict one type of black female that's always loud and beefing all the time, and her page is, she got her ass out and she's dancing. That's not every black chick is like that, and not every relationship is like, like Stevie J and them. It's not like that. Any man that wants to do it, when you hear a guy like talking about, oh no, you know what, my girl, I want her to sleep with another girl, you know how stupid that sounds? A grown man saying that, you know how stupid that sounds? It sounds ignorant, and now, oh, it sounds like you have to go back to high school. Maybe something you missed back then. These are the guys that never really got no ass when they was in high school. See, if you was the type of guy that had a lot of chicks, then by the time you should eventually had, you work that out after a while. You're like, I've been through a lot. I'm just going to try to settle down. But they never came to that point because they never got to the first point. So they're chasing every chick they see. It's crazy out there. Act like they some player. No, you're not a player because you don't stand up or stick up to your responsibilities. Now, boom, they have a kid, and the kids are dysfunctional. They out there shooting with the sticks and this, and all they can do is say, "Damn, that's my kid." Yeah, that's your kid. It's one thing blaming the kids. We see the kids out there fighting, but remember, those kids out there with the sticks and the big guns with the switches, they have parents. Probably so embarrassed they can't even show up to court for the kids. They gotta hide in the back. Probably the mask on, like, yeah, that's my kid. Yeah, you should have raised your kid better. Your little man was hurt. His father wasn't around, and between you and his father beefing, he hurt. He goes out in the street, don't know how to handle his problems, or he's in a relationship with a girl and he hits on her now because he doesn't know how it works. So now he's lost out there. The whole generation just lost, going out there thinking that life is gonna promise you another life if you break fall and hurt yourself. It don't work that way. It just don't work that way. We see this on the daily. I see. Don't act like it's not cool. That whole baby mama, baby daddy, it's not cool. Hip hop tries to make it like, oh, that baby daddy, yo, it's not cool. It ain't cool and it don't look good. Grow up, get off of that shit. Start pushing out love for real people so the culture can build. And we'll have more relationships and start putting that in the forefront so these kids can have some longevity. Because the more it's baby daddy, baby mama, all that says is just here for a good time, not a long time. I can never praise that because it's not as well as men. There's men out there hurt right now, hurt because they want to have that family structure, but they can't because their partner is lost. Their partner's in the back room shaking. And not only is she shaking, she's making a good amount for it. So money crept into that household and money took control of morals, money took control of everything because that was the thing both of you guys looked up to. You said you want to be this rich couple. Now the devil throw the money in the rich couple, but he's separating you as more the money comes, he's separating you. Is that love? You said you wanted the money. The devil threw it in the house. He said, "Yeah, y'all can have it. Take the money." And now she's over there shaking. She can't stop because the money coming in, but the love is going. The love is like disappearing. They souls fading away every single day because they're looking up to the wrong things, the wrong couples, and nobody can. Don't let them fool you. They can't find love if you pat it in front of their face. They don't know what it looks like, what it feels like, or anything. They'll walk right past their soulmate because love comes with responsibilities, and everything right now in the culture is not. It's not a responsibility is not attached to it. It's get this, get that, get money, keep it moving, keep it pushing. But you can't build off of that. You can't. You can't expect to be just somebody's baby mama and that's just cool. Like, nah. Nobody going for that. Nobody's going for that. Like people want to know what happened. Like why? What's going on? Now sometimes you come together and things happen. We all see that, but not for everybody. Things are not just happening. All right, is it? There got to be some people out there that just want to have a baby just out of love. Because having a dysfunctional family, look what it's doing. People are running out shooting people for clothes, y'all. For like clothes, they run in the store stealing clothes. Clothes. It's not like, and then they take, and let's just say they have a hustle mentality. So you run, steal the clothes from the store. You come home and you start selling them to your own people. Then he puts it on. He gets shot for his jacket from his own people. The guy grabs the jacket off him to wrap the gun up to take home because the gun hot. He run around the corner, dump the jacket in the garbage, put the gun back in his waist, run upstairs in the building. Jacket in the garbage with the guy with the body. Does it make sense for clothes? Man, come on, man. Y'all gotta do better than that, man. Come on, man. I don't even. Could y'all name, if y'all look at hip hop as a whole, could y'all give me 10 leaders? Y'all could say there's 10 people. I can't find them. I can't find them. Everybody's too cool to be a leader. I'm a boss. I'm a boss. I'm a boss. You ain't no boss. We told you ain't a boss. You couldn't even sign a good contract. How could you be a boss? The guy that's paying you is the boss. How could you be a boss? You just signed a buffoonery contract, and you're talking about you a boss. You only bossing to the people that's behind you, the people that's trying to come up, looking up to you, thinking it's something that it ain't. Stop it. Tell the kids the truth. Tell them you're not that gangster like you say you are. Tell them that being out in the streets is not the place to be. Yeah, there's things you can do in the street, but there's things that you can do outside of the street that can make you more money, that can make you live a longer life. Tell them the truth. When you in the streets, it's only for that video shoot, and then tell them you jump back in your truck. That's an Uber. You drive back to how far you gotta go. Call your man, tell them, okay, cool, and you out. Tell them that you can't, tell them the truth. That's all. And then maybe you could earn some respect from the people that's around you, seeing you trying to change, instead of trying to go there and try to act like his age or when you was once his age. This whole thing with the academics, it's kind of like when academics, like in his earlier stages, there's a reason why academics is who he is. It's not just because of just the YouTube. He has a great voice for radio, and he carved out a space in a place where it was nobody gonna hold that part of hip hop up. There's nobody that's gonna champion, or because nobody, if they was, they would have been doing it now, and it's still not that. So he did see a void where it was a place that was hurt, and he highlighted it. Now, some people could say, being that Miss Chicago and all that stuff came in highlighting it, it caused wrong. And some people could say that, it brought opportunity. What I would say is, the reason why I think he fell into all of this is just the lifestyle of hip hop because he's a smart guy. It's the lifestyle of hip hop. Hip hop makes you feel like you have to put on these big chains. You have to be this certain type of person to get these particular type of people. Because, to be honest with you, just from a West Indian to West Indian, I don't see DJ Akademiks. And I want y'all to just hear me out for a second. When you see the girls that DJ Akademiks was dating, it looked like some kind of girls that, if he had stuck to his culture, I could see Akademiks with a nice Jamaican girl, a nice West Indian girl on his side that we didn't even know about, just holding him down in the background that we never seen. But these type of girls that he has with, these are the girls that bring trouble. And I'm not saying that she's a bad person. I'm just saying it in a way where they are attracted to the hip hop lifestyle, the money, the drinking, the drugs, and the wilding out. And these type of people now we're taking Akademiks from what he's put here to do with God and deliver what he has to deliver, and he's now in a lifestyle of a hip hop rapper-ish type of lifestyle. Now, once he gets in this lifestyle is uncontrollable. I'm talking about a lot of drinking, excessive drugs. The females, you don't know if they love you or not. You don't know if they're on your side. Everything is supposed to be this good time, but it's a blur. Because when the smoke clears, there's a lot of things involved. Under that smoke of the drugs that's been used, and you see that there's a lot of deception, temptation, people trying to get you for your money, and people that not really loving you for you. And I'm not saying you got to automatically love somebody, but at least don't have bad intentions. And that's what I've been seeing a lot in these times. People coming into situations with bad intentions. They coming in with their mind on getting something out of somebody and expecting to do something for somebody else. Now he gets into this lifestyle, and he's obeying it because he's seeing the nonsense daily. He's reporting nonsense. The nonsense is coming up daily. You see it every single day, and the pieces of it that, like the jewelry, the type of, just the lifestyle can put you in a place where you feel like, being that money's coming in for yourself, you feel like you're a part of it in that way. But you can be a part of it with just being yourself. You don't have to put on none of that stuff. You have to do all of that. And then people start seeing you for who you really are, and then you'll have more chicks that love you for you than love you for just the DJ academics, because that's all they can see. Think about it. When you really think about it, if you wanted the girl to just try to check for you and she wanted to see who you really was, you're not gonna really impress her in person. She's already has a profile of you from what you put on social media. So when you look back and see how you present yourself on social media, that's how they come in to present themselves to you. No matter how you tell them behind the camera how you are, they know on social media that's who the person they like. So you have to be, like I'm not gonna put myself in a position where I'm gonna live a rapper's lifestyle and have to watch my back because of the jewelry I wear when I'm not making rapper type of money, or even if I'm making that type of money, I don't want to be depicted like that because it's a short life. It's a life where people are after you for your stuff. People are trying to the stuff that you work so hard for. People they want to take it from you because they feel like they don't have the mind power or whatever you had to do, the hard work that it takes to get there. They don't have time to do that because they're robbing and stealing. They're so used to just grabbing it, that instant gratification. So now you got the world at you, and meanwhile, when they snatch the Rolex off you, what do? I'm a dentist. I'm an artist. I paint. I'm not a rapper. It's kind of like it's the lifestyle that will put you in an early grave. Regular folk drink tipsy. Hip hop, drink as much as you can. All the bottles. I want all the bottles. Regular person, nice chain, match the suit, nice, keep it. Hip hop, kilo chain, big chain, the biggest chain in the world. Regular person, good business, taking care of their family, and keeping it structured, keeping religion in it. Hip hop, I got eight shorties. I'm cheating on her. She cheated on me. 10 kids. Huh? You don't see what they pushing? The person that has the good. Kendrick Lamar is married. J. Cole is married. They're not putting that in the forefront though. They don't want to put that in the forefront because it might be a little too much for you guys. That's what they want to push because the other stuff is making more money. You don't see what they're doing? They everything that is being pushed out in these times is to fool people. I see it all day. I'm like, oh, they're trying to pull another one. Wow. Okay. Okay. Cool. That's all right. Mm-hmm. I get it. Because if you abide by that lifestyle, you're gonna find yourself. People are gonna be treating you trying to dress like a rapper. You're trying to put this stuff on. Now you gotta run and live the lifestyle of them, and you don't even get to touch the stage. But now they chasing you down, thinking you a rapper because you jumped in there and you want to be like them. It don't make sense. You'll be a happier person living your life without having to watch your back. And if you have to watch your back, if a situation has to happen, you're on the better end of the stick because you don't got no long line of criminals, things like that. All this crime and looking up to those type of people, it's not gonna work. I told you you see these people, it's just expensive clothes over dark souls. Trust me when I tell you. They're trying to fool you, yo. I'm telling you, man. Y'all more happier than them. The things that they claim that makes them happy, then they put in front of you, they only can fool a certain amount of people. Material things don't make you happy, man. It just adds on to the happiness that you already have. You don't got a good family. You got a dysfunctional kids. You got all that stuff. It brings trauma, death. I mean, people are dying every day. And it's not like they're dying from old age. They're dying from at the ages are getting younger and younger. I know y'all seen it, the 11-year-old now. We had 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, the whole 24, 24. They get the switches. It's a shame. And people try to cover it up. Oh, drop a new album, drop it. That the music ain't gonna cover it up. It's gonna keep happening. You see, and a lot of people are smart too. Look at Atlanta. Atlanta's not playing. They canceling their concerts slowly and They don't even want people to make a big deal of it. They're just like, cut it. Because they know how much guns are out there and they know the crime that's out there. They know what's going on. See, it's a little smaller over there so they can keep an eye on certain things. You can't want to just, you can't wear the crown. I'm sorry, you can't wear a crown or being a baby mama. A baby mama, this baby that it's I don't know. Unless your kids are, you're raising your kids the right way, because now what we're seeing is the dysfunction, even dysfunctional parents. You seen the guy that fought the, he got in a fight with the other parent. Like, that's not gonna work either. That's not gonna work either. I start to realize like everybody got guns by the time he show up, beating, it ain't gonna work. Nobody likes to lose. And sometimes when people do lose, that's what's coming up. That's what's coming next. Everybody's gonna try to get their lick back. Dysfunctional families, like I always say, they live off of survival. So they're just doing anything to survive. Anything, is it's no tomorrow. It's just we living today. We doing what we gotta do. You know how many people are like that out there in these times right now, walking around with the trauma all stamped all over them. It's scary. You damn right, it's scary. I think with act, it's not a more. This is like, I feel like it's. I don't know if how serious it's gonna get. I was um I was watching Star. Y'all know Star, the Star Report. That's the OG, and he was talking about it. That's when I seen, like he was saying in New Jersey, the cops, they can lie to you. They can tell you one thing to get the information out, and then after, retract whatever they said. And I was just like, wow, that's crazy. And New Jersey is no joke. And you guys got to remember, New Jersey is what is where Max B got locked up, and he got 75. He got 75 years out there. I know every now and then French Montana says he's coming home, but as you get older, you kind of understand and learn that he might not come home. You know, it might not be, because when the law has a hold on you, it's hard for you to get out. They're not gonna tell you that. They're just gonna tell you that oh, jail was like this or jail was like that. I met my homeboys was in there, but it's hard to get out of that. And the food that you're eating in there makes it even harder on your body. So your system is all messed up for the amount of years that you will get put in there. So say you're in there for 10 years, that's a whole 10 years every single day eating bad food. So if you come in there and you don't have the type of nutrition, or you don't have, your body's not set up in a way where you was eating good all the rest of your life. If you was eating fast food and you go to prison for 10 years and they're not even feeding more garbage to you, how do you think you're gonna feel, and your body's gonna be structured and your mind is all messed up while you're in there, and you want to come back into society? It's just a big setback. It's something that we don't need. And there's so many other things you can do with your life in these times than just putting yourself. If to be honest with you, there's more things you can do without doing entertainment or becoming like a rapper. There's a lot of things that you can create online and be an entrepreneur that you can do. People start their own car services. I won't say it's the best thing to do, but like I was telling you guys, the food trucks, it's a big thing nowadays, because the food out here is not like fast food is going in the dumps in these times. Fast food, when I was a kid, used to be everybody used to love fast food, but it didn't take too long for people to understand what fast food was. Where it's just like, people preserving the meat and stuff like that, and now we're finding out some things are getting poisoned. It's a lot of stuff going on. The reason why there's some, like the food trucks and those things, I would say are better, is because they're cooking the food right there. They cooking the food right there, and it's not like being preserved from a week ago, and we don't know how long those nuggets were there. And you understand what I'm saying? So you have a better chance of eating better when you're out here. There's so many things you can do besides hurting people, getting locked up, being somebody's baby mom. Like, baby mama? That's all that's it? You seen the dude, I forgot the comedian's name, but he was up there talking about his baby mother, and she comes back after and starts telling the truth, like, "Oh, you beat on me, this and that." That's what's going on. Because you'd be surprised how there's so many people that got abused that kept their mouth shut, or just couldn't do it because of their kids, and they felt like they didn't have the strength or the willpower to come out there and say, "Yo, this guy abused me or she abused me." You know what I mean? People. So when you see people start coming out like that, it's because they got the strength from one person's story, and they say, "You know what? Let me tell my story." And that's how it happens. It doesn't happen like, "Oh, I just want money." No. Why would think about it? You have to pay for lawyers, and unless that lawyer is gonna take you have something, a strong case, or you a brand where you can attach like a business to it. Most likely, it's on you. You taking your heart, your strength, your story to tell that court that how this person mistreated you. And then there's people out there. There's so many victims right now looking for a leader, looking for somebody they can stand behind and say, "I went through that too." But instead, we have these people out here and they're hiding their faces and they're hiding what's going on with them, and they're not being the leaders they can be. They're out there acting like it's nothing. It's like the it's nothing vibe. And that if it's nothing vibe, not only is it lazy, but you don't stand for nothing. So I can't deal with those type of folk. We just not in the same. I don't. It's not like I jump because I know there's a lot of people in the black culture that they got it all mixed up too, and it's understandable. They got it messed up because they coming from trauma, so they only see it one way. And they might have some truths about what they say, but then on this side of things, it's just like they're off because maybe family structure was broken, or they went through a certain trauma that made them look at life this certain way. It happens. It happens. But what I'm seeing now, I'm seeing a lot of people dying at a younger age. I'm seeing a lot of fake relationships. A lot of people. It seems like people are getting more drawn into depression when they get the money because it seems like they have no more to achieve, no more to like strive for, and that's when the depression kicks in because you have that time to see yourself and think for yourself, and you start to realize that you're in this place where you don't really want to be. You got the money, but you're in this place where there's no love there. This it's just empty. And every day the jokes and the foolishness goes on, and it's like numbing to the people that's hurt. See, the foolishness and all that stuff, that numbs the people that's already victims. And it just numbs them. So they just, you just dance to the foolishness. But when it settles down, that's when you got to stick to reality. Like, what's going on here? Of course, there's going to be less people getting married. I won't say, because if you don't know what a relationship is, and if you're basing a relationship on just money, then that's what makes a marriage. It's just over. It's just over. It's over. When you're saying a marriage is like a business, even though it has a business structure to it, and you don't hear any love, don't even do it. Don't even do it. You're gonna end up the same things you fear. You're gonna end up right there. Fear pulls you to it. Fear attracts people like you because you're scared. But you're not scared to die or scared. There's nobody that can step to you. There's nobody that can bring harm to you. And if harm comes to you, then you take it as God gives it to you. You be prepared and you go in there. You do what you got to do and come out. Whoever make it out, you know what I mean? That's how it goes. We're living in a world where it's good versus evil. There's no in between. The people in between, they're gonna get wiped away anyway. They don't stand for anything. These a lot of these people, they're following other people and their bad habits, and they carry on their bad traits, and then that gets a whole lifelong. It ruins your life. That's what I meant by when I said it's not about money. But sometimes you got to show people that it's not like you're broke. You're just explaining to people that when you reach a certain point, it's kind of like, okay, let's say, let's start with 100. And you're telling a kid, when you get to your first 100, you put 50 to the side. He got to his first 100, he puts 50 to the side. Now, when you get to 500, you put 250. and he puts the 250 on the side. When you get to 1,000, I want you to put 600 on the side. Take it on the side. Now, when you raise that and you keep that in that little man's mind on saving, he doesn't even realize that he's learning about saving. You're teaching him banking and you're teaching him all of that as he grows. Yeah, he's going to school and learning what they got to tell him because he has to go to school to find a discipline. But at home, when you have two parents there, the father could be, teaching him the side stuff that can build him to be the dopest entrepreneur. You're giving him those savings. In school, they're not going to tell him that. They're just going to be like, the 2 plus 2 and it's multiplying, getting this, working for that. And he does need to go there for the discipline and learn to, you have to, you have to fall in line, in other words. You have to listen to people. And that, when you come home, is when you get that black culture education. It has to be 2 schoolings. But if you don't have a household where everybody's in there or people are, and they're not together and it's just always trauma, then most likely the kid will probably have to excel in sports or entertainment because that is sports will keep you after school to give you guys more time to argue by the time he get home, and then he'll see like a father figure in his coach. This is what's going on. I'm just giving you all the insight. You'll see a father figure in his coach, and his coach will probably drive him home if he feels like he's the special one out of everybody. And he's going to, when the coach drops him off and the coach sees that the house is dysfunctional, now the coach sees in his heart and he can't leave the place because he knows he's going home to his wife and kids. So the coach sees him and he says, you know what? I'm going to hold him down. If you're blessed to see that type of journey, that's different, but that don't happen for everybody. Sometimes the more single families and the more dysfunctional families we see, if that coach didn't have a family at home, he's like, all right, see you later. He wouldn't even have cared. Now the poor little kid probably lose his chances of making it big to NBA because he's going home to drama. So the next thing he do when he get in an altercation with his girl, he don't even know. That's what he sees his pops do with his mom. So he trying to wipe her out. It ain't the way, y'all. The kids are looking and seeing what they see on TV and they're duplicating it and they're mimicking certain things that they see in relationships and things they see at home. They're watching everything, and right now, it ain't a good picture for them. Social media paints this perfect picture, and then it also paints another perfect picture, you in the coffin, because they're going to catch you while you got the money to your ear, and they're also gonna catch you when the guy got the gun to the back of your head because everything's on camera. It's not a social media got you looking stupid. They got your whole movie before you even made the damn movie. Take your Instagram, take the when you was showing off the money, and take when you died, when the guys robbed you for it, and you got the whole damn movie. Instagram own your whole movie. Please get out of here, man. You gotta do better with your life. All that rough and tough stuff it never lasts. It never do. I don't even know why people are still packaging that up and selling it. It's an early grave at the end of the day. Change up your life. That before you don't ask, and please, I hear a lot of people, why do we come together and do what? If we can't come together and be fighting, how the hell are we gonna come together and do something together? Cut that crap out. You see what's going on just like everybody else. You see a whole bunch of people fighting and looking like a war out there in the streets, and you expect those same people to turn around and say, do something good? Are you crazy or something? There's crazy people out here that don't think. They want the same people that's gunning people down to be the same people that turn around and fix their households and do this and that. What are you doing? What are you talking about? Half of these people are coming from dysfunctional families. If you can't fix what's happening at their home, by the time they go outside, it's going to be a war. 2 dysfunctional kids bump heads and it's going to be a war. That's just it. Even if they're girls, boys, it don't matter. I see the reason why, and we seen this about to happen too. We see a few back, we started seeing that the girls were acting like the boys. Nobody said anything. We seen the girls wilding out. Nobody said anything. They just championed it. And now the girls are ready to fight just like the guys. They don't know how they got to this point, but they just here and they fight and they trying to hold it down. You can't get mad at them. They was put in a position, oh, this is where the money at. They trying to hold it down because they don't want to be the ones stuck with the kid. Now they fighting just like they baby father. He's in and out of jail every year. So he ain't no good to himself. He good to his boys. That's the guys he probably should be sleeping with. It's crazy out there. And you can see that the demons, man, demons feel like they ain't winning. They're not winning. They seeing Diddy and they feel like, you don't have Diddy money. If you was in Diddy's position, you would have been in jail already. You've been in prison. Right now, you've been fixing your bed. You and Bubba. You and Bubba. Diddy got a lot of money, so it's going to stretch out longer, but that don't mean that it ain't hurting inside. Pink cocaine and all this and that, and people are more worrying about the decisions he make. Look, man, if you use pink cocaine, you ain't making the right decisions. Don't tell me you know somebody. If you think you know somebody and they on cocaine or those heavy drugs, you don't really know that person because they don't even remember know who you are. Talking about you know him. You don't know him. You've been chasing behind him, taking pictures on his nutsack all your life. You've been living under another man, and you act like you know him. You don't know him. A lot of these dudes chasing around girls, and they stuck with the fellas. And it's time for them to make love to a girl. They gotta run with their boys. You're not a player. You're a clown. A lot of dudes don't want to say nothing because they feel like they're gonna lose a job with Diddy. You know how stupid you look? A grown man still in the club? You know, like when Denzel said, take the damn hat off and take the fucking glass off. Get out the club, man. Go home to your responsibilities and stop like acting like you're tough. You're in the club partying with kids. Grown folks sleeping with kids. Kids killing kids. This is all we're seeing every single day. And it's good to champion the nonsense. I don't champion nonsense. I want y'all to remember that. I don't champion nonsense. I keep the foolishness is for the fools. If y'all follow behind those fools, you're going to end up like them. They out of here. AI is policing everything. By next year, if you even walk with a gun and it scans you, you're in trouble. All the sticks and the blickies and all that stuff, it's gone. I'm telling you, they're putting y'all away. You better start using this. And you can get further in life. Take that little bit of rap money that you got or whatever you made on your YouTube for if you went viral or whatever you did and put it into something. Start investing right now. Trust me, they want the youth. They're trying to get the youth back to work for them. All the entrepreneur stuff, they're going to try to be cutting that in half sooner or later because there's not a lot of people that want to go out there and work and not make their worth. So they want the youth to go back. They want the youth to work for them, and the youth ain't working for them. They're trying to get their own thing. But what happens is when they get their own money, they spending it all back with them. So they have found a way to funnel the money and they get it back regardless. When you kill your own peoples, they get the money back. The money does not go into the black community. You kill another black man, you do not get the money back. You don't. You look crazy. That's why when I see like dudes it's one thing arguing with your own peoples. That's different. But when I see dudes just like down in their own people, I'm like, you stupid. I look at you stupid. Yeah, you in a big mansion. Let's really take a look at you. You're talking about how his house is this and he's that. Didn't you just say in the last album that you said that you came from struggle? So something's wrong here. Because if you said you came from struggle, you would have more of an understanding towards it. So now that you're making fun of it, I can understand that you're probably from the suburbs and all the crap you've been talking about is probably fake. You know nothing about struggle. You just want to be a loudmouth to make fun of people. Well, you're not going to get paid long for that. And talking about the wrong people, that people end up in a coffin for that. You start to see the guys that you thought that was the toughest. Remember I told you, and you see security guards getting shot down. Now, nobody paying attention to security guards. I could tell you the energy at NYC. Security guards is not really saying too much for yourself. What a security guard says is like having a safe in the house. Having a safe in the house says, oh, you have something to hide. Oh, there's something in there. That's what a security guard says. Trust me, for every tough person you think there's another tough person ready to match them. It's just like chicks. For every bad chick there's another bad chick coming up or going to be a little young. It's just how life works. The older you get, the slower you get. The younger you are, the faster you're moving, you're doing things, and you're making more mistakes. So the older you get, you pay attention to things. So when people dropping jewels on here for free and just giving it to you guys, Take heed of that. A lot of these people trying to charge you from some mumbo jumbo they're trying to teach you because they messed up. You can't take jewels from a rapper that's not reached a certain level. Don't you think he's still trying to get more? Don't you think he want more money out of your pocket? You got to if anything, you have to. It would have been nice if the rappers at the elite could have more structure in the game, more share in the game where they had something that people can go to. Even it's not even a hip hop school, a hip hop college, or nothing like that. It's just clubs and nonsense. Oh, it's going to be a college. He's going to have a college. Well, he's not. He's not opening no school. Stop lying to these people. You know that man school ain't lasting long. That'd be the first thing they sell. Get in a little bit of trouble. Oh, sell the school. No, no. We're not no longer in those days where you're fooling people. Look at the people. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully, is the sound on? They're trying to mess with your boy. But that's that's why I wanted to get to you, man. Don't be proud of that whole being a baby mama, baby daddy. That's not how you run a family, man. We need better structure out there, man. You can't let these people sell you a lifestyle and you fall into it and just leave you out there aimlessly. No, you got to get your life together. Start loving you more. Once you start loving you, you won't bring somebody into your situation that's gonna love you less than you love yourself. Forget about other people. How much you love yourself should be people should add to that. If they can't add to that, dip. That's what I say. That's what I have to bring you guys this morning. There's no way you want this hip hop love. You can't even how could you love in a place where love is not even championed? Wake up, y'all. Wake up, wake up. We gotta wake up, man. We gotta wake up, man. If you can't do anything and do anything at all, put out some good word for the people and don't lie to these people, man. Because the kids coming up seeing the nonsense and they loving the nonsense. For real, for real. I'm gonna see if I hold on. Let me see. Drop a like, y'all. Y'all gotta drop a like, man. I want to see some more likes in there, bro. Drop a like. People think they're gonna get the Ciara story. That's what it is. See, Ciara was dating Future. Future got a whole bunch of kids, and then when they broke up, she found somebody that would stay with her for a lifetime. Not everybody gets that. That's not something you should look. You should look for that in the first relationship you have, not the second, third, fourth, or fifth one. And there's nothing wrong with being single out there because these are the times where being single, you're more concentrated on yourself and you probably live a longer life and not with so much stress and all that other stuff that's weighing on your head if you can't handle it. And you start to realize there's so many things you could do for yourself and also help other people. So it's not a bad thing. It only becomes bad when people don't want to weigh in on their responsibilities when they do jump into something that they can't handle, you know? But that's just what I wanted to bring to you guys today. Oh, check this out, man. If you guys want, there's a new drop. See, got the plaid for the street preppy wear. Yeah, these are going out. Right, yeah, hold on, let me see. The XOXO. You gotta love yourself. Whenever you feel your anxiety, you look down and you read on the sleeves. There's always something about love or something to hold you down so you can get your mind off of that nonsense. I know I do. Because we all go through things, and we could have all been in a place where we found ourselves in trouble. But now that we're here and we didn't get into that, we're never gonna get into that. Straight up. I'm not with it. I'm not with the nonsense. A lot of these people out here just trying to get a buck to go give it to the guy that don't even care two things about you. It don't make sense. all the things that a lot of these people like highlight, glamorize, meaningless. Just be who you are, and good things that happen to you. I'm living proof of that. God answers my prayers. I can only speak for myself. I feel like I wanted to go outside. I'm probably I might do a live tomorrow. I might do a little live tomorrow. I'm not sure. Oh, let me see. I'm over here. I'm over here, y'all. Y'all cursing me out? I don't care. I ain't one of them. But how do y'all feel? Do y'all feel like all this baby mama? They be highlighting that baby mama thing like that's cool. It ain't cool to be somebody just. Nah, you gotta do more than that. The kids need more love around them. The kids are growing. You know, they growing up and they out there picking up a gun, man, to resolve their issues. That ain't cool. That can be cool. That hoodie right you see right here, that's the Dr. Dreamzzz hoodie. Um, that's one of my favorite hoodies. Those just came in. We got those in all colors. The Dr. Dreamzzz hoodie is so dope, I think, because it has the little point. I'm gonna show you something. Hold on. You got me getting up and all that. Hold on. Look at this. That's the front. Inspired by Dreamzzz. Dress outside of the box. Y'all see? And this is the back. Right here. And inside, look what they say. Hold on. Hold on. Damn, I was going. It got the Dreamzzz. Let's see right there. Oh, this right here. Look. The tag on the side. I try to put it in different places where you guys can see. Look, hold on. I'm gonna give you the full. Look. Read what they say. If you don't have that on it, it ain't the first generation because the brand is new and they're going out. You know what I really like? I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Y'all gonna see me in the green one. The green, really nice. Really, really nice, y'all. Really, really nice. So I'm working real hard on everything. And then you know the truck hats. The truck hats are really dope. The black on black. And I just like the way it just the pressing where you see that the stars go in. It's like a whole little galaxy in between. So I just love that. And then you got these with the plaid. You know, trying to keep my peoples on the drippy. I'm gonna leave the link after the live is over. I'm gonna leave the link for you guys. You know, yeah, dig. So yeah, man, it's a lot of, and I see that being a problem, especially in these times, man. That single family household is, and it's not like people can't build with each other. You gotta get the right partners, man, and get rid of them insecurities that you have, or, you know, put more trust into your queen, and she's gonna always be by your side. Trust me. It's not every, a lot of chicks don't. It's not with all that cheating and stuff like that. As much as you might see that on social media, if you love, if you love somebody, and you trust somebody, you don't gotta worry about them. They're gonna be all right. The things that we didn't see, like the things that you don't see on a daily, chicks get hollered at on a daily, every single day. It's up to them on how they take it. You know, you can't be mad at another man for trying to holler at your lady, and then all she gotta do is let her know. You know, she let him know that she's with somebody, and that's it. The conversation stops right there. It's just respect, morals that we all. These are the things we came up on. Like, A lot of misguided people on what love should be or what it should feel like. Oh, you know what I wanted to talk to you guys about? Like a lot of there's two type. Okay, a lot of people. What we're seeing now, we're seeing people wanting to be like other people, like uppity black folks that try to act white. There's one thing I have to remind you guys that you guys don't have: white privilege. You'll never have white privilege because you're not white. Now there is a such thing as black privilege. We have privilege too, but there's a difference between white privilege and black privilege. White privilege, you're born with it. You're born with white privilege. White privilege is something that you're born with, and you can use that in certain situations and get out of things, fool people, a whole bunch of things. Now, black privilege, that's more like you have to earn it. You have to look a certain way. You have to have a certain status. And even at that, it doesn't. You don't get out of certain things that white privilege comes with. White privilege, you can get pulled over by a cop and you can yell at the cop. As you can hop out the car, start yelling at him. Why'd you pull me over? I wasn't even doing. Black privilege, you can't do that. Black privilege, you have to be a lawyer, somebody of status, or nice, expensive car, something that gives you a different light. You can't just be black. There's a difference. And it's just like how the world is. I'm not saying nothing's fair. And I don't think it'll ever be fair. If we can't come together to make things happen, I'm just going to kick it to you on just how it is. White privilege and black privilege it's different things. They're two different things. And people get that confused. So you can be a black person looking down and laugh at your own people all you want, but you will never have white privilege. You might act like you come closer. You might try to only stick with your white friends and try to laugh like them and act like them. But at the end of the day, when you get pulled over, if you're not in position of that black privilege that you're gone, you're in trouble. Just like any other black person. So take heed to that and stop looking down at your own people. Stop looking down on your own people. You're looking crazy out there. And that's the difference. Don't let nobody fool you. You ain't born with no black privilege. No. White privilege is a whole different. In society, it's not even. We know that. For years, we know this. But it's things that we can bring towards the table, things they can bring towards the table, and we can work together and figure this whole thing out. Instead, what are we doing? Move. Because that's what people are used to. You know how long war been going on for years and years and years. If it would have worked to stop something, it'd have done worked already. Ain't nobody trying something new. These are old school tactics being put in place again and again and again. We're seeing the same things over and over and over. People lying and people dying. Nobody, after a while, you don't want to be a part of that stuff. I don't care how much money it's worth. I don't care how much money you could earn it. I don't care. I don't want to be a part of that stuff. No. I could do better than that. I'm worth more than that. I value myself more than that to even, no. No. You're too busy trusting in this broken culture. Instead of trying to fix up the thing, people are just adding their nonsense and foolishness to it. No, I don't want to deal with that. And there's a lot of people in hip hop, they're not even speaking up. You hear things going on in hip hop, and when the thing is falling to the floor with people, all these grape allegations and people getting sued, and people are just quiet, sit there quiet, like nothing happened. Just the other week, you getting all these icon awards, and you this and now when something happens, turmoil in hip hop, the people that's supposed to be on top, they're quiet. Quiet, don't want to talk about nothing, quiet. You know why? Because they're probably a part of it, seen it, and don't want to say nothing. That's why everybody's waiting on the list. That's why everybody say, so who you got? That's why academics probably say, yo, I'm telling on everybody if I go down. Because he know better. At least that show he know better. Like, if I go down, well, I'm telling everybody coming. I'm telling you, you'd be surprised the list people have of people that you probably think that won't do stuff like this, and they're doing it. I told you from before, you ain't seen Neo had a sex addiction problem? You don't see these people just turn weird? I don't care if he hears it. I don't really care. People are just turning weird. Like, he's sitting there and he's just got like two girls. He can't even handle one of them. He's just sitting there. It's just like a lump of money. Two people that don't even love him. Just sitting there like what? Y'all don't see what's going on? Man, I see y'all Monday, man. Y'all out there, if you want to support the brand, I'm going to leave the link down below. There's a lot of things happening. I see you guys Monday. Thanks for tuning in. It's your boy, Mickey Fenty, a.k.a. Mickey Made It. Make sure when y'all out there, y'all spreading that good energy. Stay away from people that's trying to hurt you. Stay away from the liars and the people that's trying to deceive you. Deception and temptation is one of the number one things that's poisoning our black community. Y'all stay tuned, man. I see you guys Monday. Peace.